guys, welcome back to my channel. We are officially halfway through the year, well, about to be, and if you feel like you're in a slump, you've got a bit of low energy, you're not exactly where you thought you would be, this is the video for you. I just want to say firstly that you are not alone. I've definitely felt this before, and to be quite honest with you, the start of this week I was in that slump and I just needed a little bit of a break, and that's exactly why I wanted to create this video for you guys to help you get out of that slump, because I feel I can get myself out of it quite quickly because I've got the tools. So I wanted to give you guys the tools so you can get back into your rhythm, your motivation, and feel super aligned heading into the last 6 months of the year. This video is going to be broken up into two parts: the get out and the set up. So basically the get out is getting out of the slump, what tools you can use to get out of your slump, and set up is about setting yourself up for the next 6 months so that you can have the most amazing aligned last 6 months of 2025. So let's start out with the get out segment. If you're feeling in the slumps, you feel stuck, you feel like you're too late, you're not exactly where you thought you would be at this time of the year, that's okay. Give yourself grace. Everything is working out exactly how it's meant to, and I'm going to give you some tools that will help you get out of the slump. So, got my notepad because I'm a pen to paper girl, you guys know this. First one, I'm going to give you a bit of tough love, okay? You are the only person that is going to get yourself out of this slump. No one's coming to rescue you. No one's coming to pull you out of the slump. You're the only person who can step up, motivate yourself enough to be able to continue to work on your goals, your dreams, making it all happen for yourself. You're the only one that can do it. So stop waiting around and waiting for someone to give you the job or give you a pay raise or build your dream business, waiting for a partner to come along. You're the only person that can make this happen, and you're the only person that can get you out of this slump. So it all depends on if you actually want it. My second tip is a digital detox day. I love digital detox days. I do this once a week for myself because I know it helps my mental health. But if you haven't yet, one of the main reasons why you can end up in a slump is overconsumption of other people's lives. You are constantly filling your brain with what other people are doing with their life, and you're not in your own world. So one of the biggest tips I can give you is just spend one day or even a weekend, if you're feeling more up to it, turning off social media. I use the app Opal, which blocks my apps, like all the social media apps, and I'm just in my own world for that day or that weekend, and I cannot tell you how amazing your energy feels and how less down on yourself you feel when you're not comparing yourself to other people. So give yourself a digital detox and stay off social media for a little bit of time and just be in your own world and get back your own motivation. My third tip is sitting with yourself and getting clear. A lot of the time, people can get in their slumps because they feel like they don't know what to do next. They don't know where to go or how to achieve it. And in saying that though, the reason why they feel like that is because they are actually trying to achieve someone else's goals. This kind of goes back to over-consuming other people's lives and what goals they have and what goals it makes you think that you have to have. I want you to get clear on what you actually want. Do you want that house? Do you actually want to start that business? Or are you just seeing people online do it so you think that you need to have a business to have financial success? It's not about everyone else, it's about you and getting clear on what actually feels good within you. So I want you to sit with yourself, get clear on what it actually is that you want and not what you think you should want based on other people's beliefs and life. Brain dump, journal, brain dump anything that is in your brain. There's no right or wrong way to journal. Just get out all of your thoughts on paper and let it be in that, and get clear on what you want. My fourth tip is little micro wins. So don't feel like you need to uphaul your life all in just one go. You don't need to wake up tomorrow and start going on 10K runs. You just don't need to do all the crazy things. The best way to get out of the slump is doing those little micro wins, which is making your bed, going for a walk, maybe spending an hour of socials before bed, clearing out your inbox. Those little micro wins that make you feel like you're on top of your shit, they are what help you get out of that slump, because action creates momentum, and doing those little micro wins is going to boost your mood and then in return change your life. Number 5 is to create a feel-good ritual. What this means is once you've gotten out of that slump, it's not to say that you're never going to fall back down into that same pattern. But what you want to do is try and change your reaction when you do fall into that slump again, so you can get out of there quicker and not disrupt your motivational frequency. So what I mean by having a feel-good ritual is whenever you're not feeling good, whenever you're starting to feel the dip in that motivation, I want you to have a ritual that you can go back to every time you feel that to get yourself out of it. For me, it is blocking socials. So I know when I get off socials for a bit that I start to just come back alive, to be honest. So mine for me is blocking my apps, it's having a nice warm shower, getting outside, going for a walk. I know these little things that will help me boost my mood. And my last one for this Get Out series, what is this section, is audit your input. So let's chat about this. Everything that you consume, every person you follow, every TV show you're watching, it is all getting inputted into your body, and your life then becomes a mirror of that thing. So what I want you to do is audit what you're inputting. So have a look at who you're following. Do they feel aligned to where you want to be, or are they just gossiping, talking about other people online? Unfollow them. Anyone that is making you feel a certain way, a certain negative feeling, unfollow them, get them out of your input stream. The music you listen to, you know, if you're listening to super sad heartbreak music every single day, you're gonna feel a certain type of way. But if you're listening to empowering, motivating, feel-good music, that is how you're going to feel every single day. Same with TV shows, reality shows, like the ones where the girls are all fighting, they're gossiping. It's probably not the best show to be watching, because you want to be inputting the feel-good positive energy. So I want you to think about, who are you following, what are you watching, what are you listening to, what conversations are you involved in, and see where you can make a slight shift to bring positivity back into your life. Okay, so that was my get out section, and now we're moving into the set up section. So set up is setting yourself up for the next 6 months, because we've only got 6 months left of this year, and I want you guys to have the best year ever. So we're going to set ourselves up so that we are going to have a very soul aligned, incredible last half of the year. So as always, when I do resets, we start out with reflection. Very quickly, I have created a whole workbook for you guys for this setup section, which I'll have down in my description. It's completely free, and it's basically what I'm touching on just in a workbook format, so you can fill it in maybe as you're listening to this, or in your own time with some peaceful, amazing music that you can just really feel it out and get into it. So if you are interested, that will be in my description. But as I said, it's completely free, and I really feel like you'll get a lot from it. So definitely check that out. But firstly, it's reflecting. What are your wins for the last 6 months? What challenges came up? What felt heavy? What are you proud of? What habits worked well for you, and what habits do you feel like didn't work so well for you? Really reflecting on what the last 6 months looked like, so you can, one, be proud of yourself for how far you've come, and then secondly, to see where you can improve, see where things could have shifted. My second tip is to script the next 6 months. So if you haven't heard of scripting before, scripting is a manifesting tool. Manifesting tool? Yeah, a manifesting tool that you guys can use. I do it all the time in journaling. Basically, it's scripting out how you want your life to be in present tense, as if it's already happening. So it's just putting it out there, getting you in the feeling, getting you on the frequency of that happening, and it just feels so amazing, and watch it become your reality. So I put in a little section in the workbook of scripting where you can just write out everything you want this next 6 months to look like, feel like. So you want to write it in present tense though. So instead, it's a motorbike. Instead of writing, I want to hit $5,000 in my business this month, you could change that to, I hit $5,000 in my business this month, and it felt so easy and so aligned. The clients that I brought in were so positive. They paid me on time. That kind of vibe. That feeling is what you want to get. So scripting. My third step is a goal check-in. If you set goals at the start of the year of what you want your yearly goals to be, I want you to check in with them. I want you to see if you've achieved any. I want you to see if you need to change any, because they are able to be changed. You don't need to stick to those goals just because you set them out at the start of the year. I want you to check in with them and just see if they still feel aligned with what season you're in. And what I mean by what season you're in, it could be, are you in a building season? Are you in a family season? Are you in a soft season? Are you in a season of creating and building a business? What season are you in? Are those goals still aligned? So have a little check in with those goals, see if you need to change any, see if you've achieved any. And if you set a word for the year, maybe check in with that word as well to see if that one still feels aligned too. Then you want to get into, which is my next step, which is vision and intention for the next 6 months. So where are your priorities going to be for the next 6 months? And I like to break it down into quarters. So I'm going to do what are my priorities for the next 3 months and then the following 3 months, just so I can not feel so overwhelmed with what I've got to get done, and then it still feels achievable and aligned for me. You want to look at what habits you want to start implementing so that these goals can come to life. Setting an affirmation, a mantra to yourself that you can repeat throughout the next 6 months. And also, if this feels right for you, you can adjust your vision board if you created one to have little shifts if anything has changed for you. And my last step is implementing. You guys know, if you watch my resets, that there's no point of setting goals if you don't actually implement them into your day-to-day life. So we are going to implement them. And what I mean by that is having reminders on your phone. It's creating actual times for your goals in your planner, in your weekly schedule. It's having a habit tracker to keep you accountable for those habits that you want to set. It's having your word of the year on little notepads around your house so you are constantly reminded of them and constantly seeing them, so you can keep that motivation and keep yourself staying on that frequency. And the same thing, you can do your vision board, have a look at your vision board, keep it somewhere visible that you're able to see, to again keep it implemented into your daily routine. So I hope this video helps. I'm so excited to do mine. I will definitely film my mid-year reset for you guys, which will probably be, if not next week, the week after. It'll be my July reset, mid-year reset, that I'll tell you guys all about what I'm doing and my reflecting, my goals, all of that. So if you're interested in that, definitely subscribe to my channel. But thank you again. I hope this helps. I really want you to have the most amazing next 6 months. I truly, truly do. And if any of this has helped you, I would love to know. And again, if you are interested in that worksheet, you can just click it. It's in the link below and it's completely free. But I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.